Monster Hunter is a video game franchise that is going on its 20th year of existence. Needless to say, this franchise is extremely successful, but why is it that there are still a good amount of people who have never heard of Monster Hunter and have never tried it? Well, if you haven't, I am here to explain why the series is so popular and why it captivates so many users. I grew up as someone who always loved large-scale monsters. I loved King Kong, I loved Godzilla, I loved Pokemon, and I still love all those things to this day. So with that being said, Monster Hunter scratches that itch perfectly. The design of these monsters are all extremely unique, and they are just awesome. Some of them are breathtaking, some of them are really cool to look at. They have an awesome variety of monsters, and it is just awesome for anyone who always wanted to basically square up one-on-one against a massive large-scale monster. Something else that's really important to understand about the Monster Hunter games is that they all revolve around grinding. So me personally, I love grindy games. I love games where you essentially get to a lot of points in the game where you just need to level up your character and grind. I love games like that because I'll usually just throw on a podcast, spend some time working on progression, getting a little bit better, and then face something that was a challenge, and usually because of that progression, it's not much of a challenge anymore. Monster Hunter literally perfects that formula. It is just an amazing loop of gameplay. It is always satisfying. Whenever you die, you always kind of have an understanding why you died. If you fight a monster that is too difficult, it's likely pretty clear what it is you need to do, whether that's getting new gear or upgrading your gear or just kind of getting better at the game. It's just an awesome balance of constantly grinding but getting rewarded for it. Something that Monster Hunter does that's really unique is every mission that you embrace, whether that's a hunt or a capture or a side quest, is always timed. I really appreciate that because it's not one of those games where you're going to get caught up playing for hours and you have something you have to do, but you're already invested into this mission, so you don't want to waste the time. Yes, I'm talking about you, Destiny 2. Some of those missions are just absurd, and I'm not going to be able to sit there for 3 hours consistently staring at a screen. I have other stuff I got to do. It's really easy, too, to just, squeeze in a mission. For example, I could do a hunt before bed, and I know that it's not going to take more than an hour, at the absolute most, and oftentimes it takes less. Now, one of the biggest reasons this franchise is so popular is because it is the epitome of being a polished game with polished mechanics. Each game in the past has just continued to build off of what it was. It learned from what worked, learned from what didn't work, and just moved forward. To this day, it's not the latest release, but Monster Hunter World is what I would consider an almost near perfect game. There's so much to experience. There's so much endgame opportunity. There's also just simply variety in the main experience. There are 14 different weapons, and each one feels completely unique. Therefore, it's almost like you have 14 different games within this. This is a series with a lot of rich history. It's been around for a while with a lot of fans that have been following it and never have gotten off this game. And it's for good reason. And the last reason that this game is so popular is probably the reason that everyone can agree with. This game is very satisfying. I smash big monster fall down, I smile. Check out Monster Hunter. Also, check out some of my Monster Hunter content. I have a lot of beginner-friendly videos on here, so hopefully that can be a good resource at helping you get comfortable into this game. Drop a comment. Let me know how you guys feel about Monster Hunter and why you love it so much, and maybe I missed a reason. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.